Trinity,
Yes.
did anyone from the Trinity die?
No.
No.
So no one paid for your sins from the Trinity.
No. Because
You can't have it both ways, my friend.
No,
if you're going to insist the
Yes.
flesh is not part of the Trinity, then you need to say and you need to acknowledge that no one from the Trinity died. Because the Trinity doesn't consist of any flesh.
okay.
Yes? And because it is the flesh which died and not the divine being, then you got to admit that Jesus, like you said, was not flesh before his incarnation, but later on took upon flesh. And then this is the flesh which died,
Yes.
and he lived on.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That means you are saying that Jesus, the second person of Trinity, never ever died.
Well, their true nature didn't die, as we all have souls.
What did I tell you about the natures? The natures always
Yes.
are relevant to or intrinsic to what?
Yes.
To whom?
To humans.
To a person.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
The person,
Yes.
the second person of the Trinity, which is Jesus Christ, right?
Yes, yes.
Did the second person of the Trinity die or not?
In human form, yes.
Exactly. And the human form is not part of the Trinity.
No.
That means none of the persons of the Trinity died.
Why would that make that in that? Because if you as a human, you
Don't compare me to the Trinity.
no, but
Because
no, but
I am one
no,
person, when I die, I die.
yes,
Okay?
yes.
You cannot say but if, maybe.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah,
but you
when-
see,
no,
in the case of the Trinity,
yeah, but when
you have
die-
to do this
no,
but if, maybe.
No, because when you die,
Yeah.
your soul doesn't die. We agreed.
Yes.
Yes.
Does that make
So-
me immortal?
Does it make you immortal?
Does that make me immortal?
It makes you mortal.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So the fact is,
so when Christ's nature enters into a body, he can experience death. But it's, as your soul doesn't die, the divine nature of God doesn't die. But in the physical form, you can experience death.
yes, which makes me mortal.
Yes.
Does
But then-
does the same
Yeah.
logic apply to Jesus?
But then if you die, like if I shot you in the head, if I shot him in the head and next week you saw him walking, debating you would not say he's mortal. You'd call him immortal. But it's because linguistically we apply it to something we can only rationalize that when you die, you that's it. But if we had people being able to be killed and come back alive again, the definition of mortal would change. But because in human history we have not experienced that, so linguistically and semantically it can only apply to something specific. So again, like if he died and you saw him next week, you would not say he's mortal. You'll say, it's like when you watch those Dracula films or horror films, they kill the baddie, next minute he's alive again. They don't say, oh, this man's mortal. They say he's immortal. But that's the only way we can explain it, because in real life it doesn't happen. But that's why in films, obviously it's going beyond reality, but they will apply that sense of immortality to a being that can die multiple times but keeps coming back alive, which is what applies to God.
What's your name, my brother?
M.
M?
Yeah.
AM?
EM.
EM? Okay. So M, what I'm saying is this. Look, what you have done there, have you realized?
Okay.
You have done a scenario of killing,
Yes.
and a scenario of resurrection.
Yes.
So you have fast forwarded from crucifixion to resurrection without even going through the first crucifixion.
because
Wait. I'll let you speak.
Okay.
I want you to understand what happened there.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying if I shot him in the head,
Yes.
and he died. You use the word died there.
Yes.
The fact that he died makes him what?
Mortal.
Exactly.
So, okay.
Wait, I haven't finished. So in that scenario, he died. The very fact that he died,
Yes.
be it for even a microsecond.
Okay.
Yes, the fact that he died makes him mortal.
Okay.
Now, the other thing is by miraculous nature, whatever the reason that he resurrected
Yes.
and became alive again,
Yes.
doesn't mean he's immortal.
What would you
It
call
means
him?
it means he rose back from the dead.
But what would you call him?
Wait. I just told you. He rose back.
That's not a label.
Hold on.
He's either
Hold
mortal or
on.
immortal. You've got
No.
two choices.
No. You do not understand the meaning of immortal then.
Okay.
Immortal, what does it mean?
So, if he came back to life,
Wait. Before you came to that scenario,
Yes.
explain to me or define for me the meaning or the definition of the word immortal.
one who cannot die.
Good. Did he die in a scenario you gave?
Yes.
Good.
And he came back to
Wait.
life.
For you to fast forward to resurrection doesn't apply in that scenario.
Okay.
Because your definition of immortal did not say that.
But I'm asking you.
M.
Yes.
You either change the meaning of the word immortal
And I explained that already.
No.
Linguistically, we have to go with that.
No, it doesn't say that. Because you see what happened there. When you die one day, and when I die one day, and when Malvin dies one day, yes, then one day we will also be resurrected.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Are we all immortal?
We will be when we get resurrected.
But what does God say in the Bible? Only one is immortal. Why does God say that if one day all are going to be immortal?
But that's not answering my question. My question was, if he dies and you see him alive, what would you call him? You said you'll say he's still alive, but I'm asking you, would you call him mortal?
No, I wouldn't.
So what would you?
Because
so you wouldn't call him immortal if he?
No,
what would you call him?
Remember when I asked you the definition of immortal, you said someone who's not
But
subject.
I'm asking you, what would you?
Let me
call
just
him?
finish the question.
Okay. Yes.
Okay? Giving the label, I would call him risen from death.
That's not. Come on. What?
If you don't like my label, that's fine. In fact, I'll call him a zombie. Is that better? A zombie.
What is a zombie? Though?
A zombie is someone who rises from the dead.
Okay.
Okay? Is that good enough for you?
Okay, but that means they don't die.
No.
People consider zombies immortal.
No, a zombie is a dead man who's walking.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
So that's what I call it. Now wait, remember when I asked you for the definition of immortal?
Yes.
Did you define the word immortal as someone who's not dying?
Yes.
Did you qualify that with someone who's not dying but then dies and comes again? No, you didn't say that. So using the very definition of immortal which you have given me, I am saying he cannot be immortal if he died, even for a microsecond. You can look up the word immortal in Greek and you can look it up in the English Oxford Dictionary. Both of them will tell you that someone who does not die.
Yes.
Someone who's not subject to death.
Somebody who never ceases to exist.
Yes.
No, that's different. That's different. The one who doesn't cease to
Somebody
exist.
who dies is somebody who ceases to exist.
No. Someone who doesn't cease to exist is called eternal. Okay? An eternal being has no beginning, no end, like Melchizedek.
Jesus comes.
I hope you guys don't worship Melchizedek, because he had no beginning of days, no end of time.
Yeah, but
only
that's only by
It's only
record.
What do you mean by record?
Because if he had no end of days, he'll still be alive today. So it's because.
How do you know it's not?
Huh?
How do you know it's not?
Because he's not.
How do you know that? Have you been to his grave?
Huh?
Have you been to his grave?
No one knows.
Exactly my point. So how can you claim that he died?
I'm sure if he was alive, he'll come and tell people about Abraham.
Maybe he doesn't want to.
Huh?
Maybe he doesn't want to.
Maybe.
Exactly. So do not make claims you don't know, or you can substantiate.
What the author of the Bible is referring to is that he had no record. So they know this person.
Those are your words. That's not the Bible's words.
When
Those are your
when
words.
they talk about Melchizedek, he had no beginning, no end. It's because there was no record of him.
How do you know there wasn't any record of him?
Because there is no record. I thought you'll be able to go find the record.
There is no record of many people. Are you saying they're all without beginning and end?
That's what they're alluding to.
No, that is your interpretation
No,
of the words.
that is what-
Okay, here's another verse. He had no mother, no father. He had no mother, no father.
He had no beginning, he had no record. That means he's
So you're saying every orphan, according to you, has no
not
beginning, no
according to me, according to what the writer is alluding to
No.
when they reference.
When you say alluding to, you're trying. That is your interpretation.
No, but that's if you ask any Jew.
So who is Melchizedek now?
Melchizedek was a high priest.
Okay.
of-
When you say he was high priest,
Yes.
that is a record, right?
Yes, but there was no record of his beginning.
So you really think at the time of Melchizedek when he appeared,
Yes.
people didn't know his parents.
They did.
So why would they say he had no father, no mother?
Because by the time I think it was Jude or someone who was writing it,
Hebrews.
yeah, he.
No, but he appeared in the Old Testament as well.
Yeah, but
So he basically paid
The
heed to
commentary
Abraham.
on him as a type
Yes.
is given in the New Testament, and they're saying he appears within the text. He just appears. there.
Look, you
And he
can
has no
as Christians.
genealogy.
Look, as Christians, you can interpret it the way you want. You
But
have the right to do that.
How do
But
you
when
see that?
when I as someone who read that verse,
From a Muslim perspective,
wait a minute.
that
You
it
know,
must fit the
well, of
Quran.
course, I can say from the
That's what I'm
Trinitarian perspective, when you guys read Revelation and you say,
are you
and you
giving me a
read,
Jewish perspective?
wait, when you say Alpha and Omega, yes,
Yes.
because it applies to Jesus, automatically he's someone who's eternal. But then he died.
But
So you see, either way, you do not have a case for Jesus. In the case of Jesus, once he died,
Yes.
he cannot claim to be immortal.
No.
Because immortal, look, let me ask you, let me rephrase the question. And I want you to think before you answer, is quite important. The reason for that is because this applies to the Trinity as a whole.
Okay.
Let me ask you this question now. Does crucifixion,
Yes.
i.e. death, and resurrection, i.e. rising back from the dead, apply to an immortal being? Think before you answer. Does crucifixion and resurrection apply to an immortal being?